This staircase is incredible.
Pay a lot of money.
I don't want to sound snobby.
Bathing in my own sweat.
It's just not for me.
Which is a luxury problem.
Let's go back home. Let's go back to the mainland.
After our visit at the beach, it was time to leave Peleng Island and head to our next stop, Salakan. I think it's time for a haircut. After a few days in Salakan, we continued our journey south. Our trusted driver Malik took us across the island to Tobing Harbor. From there we took a speedboat to the last island, Banggai Laut.
Hello from our lovely hotel room on Banggai Laut. You might hear it. My voice is not what it used to be. Days ago I got sick, so today I'm staying in bed and I try to recover. Peter took the scooter and drove around the island, and I think he was at some beautiful beaches. We're gonna show you later. So we're leaving Banggai Laut one day earlier than planned because we're so longing for comfortable hotel rooms. So tomorrow we're gonna take the ferry, which is gonna take 8 or 9 hours to get us back to the mainland, to Luwuk, and then in Luwuk we'll be staying in a hotel room. And I can't highlight how desperate I am for a hotel room. I don't want to sound snobby or so. It's just we've stayed in lovely homestays. We've had like the best Indonesian cuisine, 3 meals a day. We've been at, I think, the most beautiful beaches we've ever been to. We've seen this paradise-like island and the freshwater lakes, and I think it's just not for me. We've been on the Banggai Islands for 10 days now, and I understand why when booking hotels it's called double room comfort, because you have a comfortable bed, you have an AC, you have a Western style toilet. Usually the rooms is closed so no mosquitoes can get in. You have not only bright white light but also dim warm light. You don't hear the noise from your neighbors' bathrooms and from the road. It gets cleaned every day, or at least every second day. You have okayish Wi-Fi. So on Banggai Island, there are like really lovely places. My feeling is just in these homestays or even hotels. So currently we're in a hotel. I can show you the room later. You never get the full package. So here we have a great bed and an AC, but no food and a squat toilet, which is fine. Like we knew that. It's just not the whole package. And in a homestay before, we had also a good bed. We had a Western style toilet. We had 3 meals a day, but we had mosquitoes, no mosquito net, and no AC. So you never get like the whole package. And I'm really desperate to get to a place where I have like the whole package and I can just enjoy being there, you know. But I'm curious about what Peter experienced on his tour around the island and what he feels about that. We are going home today. No, just kidding, we're not going home, but we're going on a ferry to the mainland, to Luwuk, to our hotel. See you there.
I hope you can hear me because it's raining. We arrived yesterday from Banggai Laut via the 8-hour ferry, which was a good ride. It was calm, the sea was calm. We laid down on our beds and just enjoyed watching a little bit of Netflix and playing some card games. We started the ride at 13 o'clock and arrived at about 8 in the evening. From the harbor we took a little delivery cart, which was an experience on its own. He took us to this very nice hotel. It's so interesting how your view on luxury changes when you do a very raw and adventurous trip to the Banggai Islands. When we first came here from Bali and arrived here in Luwuk in the homestay, it was like a culture shock because it's completely different here. The homestay was pretty basic. The whole bathroom experience was different because you only have the shower, the toilet and a bucket of water. On the Banggai Islands, the people are so friendly. So the homestay experience for us was something new. You are staying with family. It's a very basic environment. Other than this, there is no air conditioning. So I would like to have an air condition after 5 days, which is a luxury problem because you can't live without air conditioning. To see these beautiful nature spots, you have to pay a lot of money to have like comfort, or you just go for it and have no air condition, have like this basic bathroom environment, but it's cheap, it's very cheap. So living in such a basic environment resets your surrounding, because we came to this hotel and we feel like it's a very luxurious surrounding because like we have a toilet, we have a sink, we have a big bathroom, we have a shower with warm water. You can't imagine how good warm water in a warm country is, because you feel much cleaner. So we're back in the hotel life, which is comfort, but if we hadn't stepped outside our comfort zone, we wouldn't have been able to experience the beautiful nature of the Banggai Islands. We wouldn't have seen all the very, very special spots like the lake, the well. I wouldn't have taken so many perfect photos, and I wouldn't have wanted to miss out on these experiences.